Hey, what's going on, working class hustlers? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to source, and what this is meant to be is kind of a deep dive into exactly how to do it. Actually, this is a follow-up to last week's video where I talked about my 10 reasons why I think arbitrage has advantages. I kind of list those advantages. But you know how I am. It's not about just telling you. I hate talking theory and potential and what's possible without rolling our sleeves up, getting our hands dirty, and showing you exactly how to do it. So this is going to be important for beginners because it's great to talk about what you can do and what's possible. It's even greater when someone is willing to take the time to show you how to do it. This is going to be good for intermediates and advanced because you never know. There may be some point of view that I have that you can adopt, something maybe you hadn't thought of or probably already knew and just forgot. So let's get into the video right now. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. Okay, working class hustlers across America and all over the globe. Again, my name is Horace, also known as La Machine, and this is What to Sell on Amazon, where we talk all things selling on Amazon using the arbitrage business model. And so we're going to get into the steps and things you need to consider when you are sourcing. So we're talking specifically when you're going out to find the inventory, because without the inventory, you're dead. That's where it all starts. So we got a lot to cover, but do check out the video that this is part 2 of. Check out part 1 if you have not already. Stay tuned because after this video, we give a free gift. It's a sourcing PDF guide for you, especially if you're a newbie. You're going to want to have something tangible, something you can hold on to, something you can use as a guide step by step to help you keep things in front of you. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so you're gonna see me kind of looking down at my notes here. I don't want to forget anything. Number one, you have to ask yourself, what are you going to sell? This is especially important for newbies because you come into this not really knowing what to do. I recommend health and household, kitchen and dining, pet supplies, and industrial and scientific. A lot of people don't think about that, but that industrial and scientifics category is an overlooked category. You got people killing it on that. Some of the weirdest products that you may not have ever even knew about or heard of, and you could be making money with it. And also, baby products are good. Kitchen utensils are good. Something to keep in mind. And again, this will be on your little guide that you can get and download. The link will be in the description. Try to keep it light, especially if you're a newbie, because that's going to save you money. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Number 2, where are you going to find the inventory? This is huge with beginners because a lot of times they don't even know where to start. Now, you have to think, are you going to walk into retail stores? That's going to be retail arbitrage. Are you going to go online? That's going to be online arbitrage. Are you going to do a hybrid of both like me? Where are you going to go? I recommend a lot of times your big box stores like Walmart, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Boscov's if you're out in PA where I'm at, all your big boxes. And don't forget stores like Lowe's, like Home Depot. They have a lot of things in different varieties, expanding well beyond just home improvement and tools. Okay. And don't forget about your discount stores. Dollar General is a treasure trove full of things. Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, a lot of your kind of regional stores like Ollie's or let's see, like Big Lots, stores like that are great for that as well. Okay, number 3, what kind of profit do you want to make? What kind of margins do you want? This is going to be important because part of when you're, figuring out whether or not a product is worth your time. You're evaluating that. Most of what this is your ability to evaluate a product. And you have to look at it. You have to look at it from the standpoint of, hey, what kind of profit do I want to make? Study, because you're going to have to learn certain terminology if you don't know it, such as profit margin and return on investment. I like to use the metric return on investment myself. I do have videos that really break that down. We're not going to get into that right now. But for example, I'm okay with a 20% return on investment. Maybe that's you, maybe that you're not. Now, some people want 100%, meaning you doubled your money. 300%, you tripled your money. Those types of returns on investment are available. You're not going to find them as much. It just all depends on your ability to source, your patience, and your tenacity. But I will tell you, the lower the ROI, the more opportunity you're going to have. Okay, number 4, what tools are you going to use? And that's going to be very important, because again, your tools here, I got it written down here. I don't want to miss anything. Tools are going to make sure that you can find products to sell, because you can use tools to help you do the sourcing. You're going to use a tool when you walk into the store, because you got to be able to scan, right? You need to be able to know right away whether or not you're approved to sell products. If you're not aware of this, Amazon will not just allow you to come in and sell anything you want, such as Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, things like that, Ninja products. So you might be surprised and disappointed if you thought you were going to jump on Amazon selling Nintendo. There's a process for that. We call it getting ungated. I don't recommend it, because there are plenty of products that you can sell without going through an ungated process. This is important to me, because I always say this may not be for you. You don't want to invest a lot of time, effort, energy, and money only to find out you need to take advantage of another opportunity, because there are other things out there. You need to be able to use tools to evaluate whether or not you can make a profit. You need to use tools to see when is it possible to possibly save money. And I'm talking about discounts such as cash back offers, such as discounted gift cards. These are things that goes directly into your pocket. You need to be able to use tools to see the history of a product. What if you were able to look at a graph and be able to tell what price a particular product is fetching at any particular time? Okay. You need to be able to use a tool, if possible, to look at your competition. They have it at a certain price, but how many do they have in stock? That's important. You're going to use tools for those types of things. And finally, number 5, how are you going to fulfill the product? Once you sell it, how are you going to get it to the customer? Now, you can send all of your inventory into Amazon and let them do everything for you. That's called FBA, or Fulfilled by Amazon. Or you can do Merchant Fulfilled, where you're going to do the picking, packing, shipping, and all of that yourself. Or you could do a hybrid of both. That's what I do, because both have their advantages and disadvantages. You're going to have to invest to be able to do either one, because you're going to need a printer at the least. You're going to need a printer for your labels, to label your products if you're going to send them into Amazon, because you're going to need to cover the existing barcodes in most cases. You're going to need a printer to print the shipping labels. So you're going to have to invest in tape, a scale, all of this. Once you invest in that equipment, you're able pretty much to do both. So when you're evaluating, you need to be looking at what's more advantageous: letting Amazon do all the work, you doing it, or guess what? There are some products, I have a listing, I may have 2 listings on one product, where one I fulfill and the other I let Amazon fulfill. That is a strategy that I don't hear people talking about too much, but it has been golden for me. So with that out of the way, let me show you the tool. Let's go back to tools for a minute, because now we're going to delve into how you actually look at a product and make an evaluation. So I'm going to give an example with online arbitrage, and the software that I choose, guys, you know, around here, all roads lead to the software tactical arbitrage. That is my bread and butter. I've been teaching it for years. In my opinion, it is worth its weight in gold. I don't like pushing an investment on, spending money on a lot of gadgetry. I don't recommend that for beginners. But if you're serious about this, you really cannot go wrong with the software tactical arbitrage. And there'll be a link in the description to the playlist, because we have done so much with that software. I love it, love it, love it. And there's so much for you to do. We have what we call the Lightning series that really breaks that down, because the software is very robust. There's so much you can do, and that makes it overwhelming, because when you got that many websites, you've got that many, things that you can query, it just gets crazy. And we want you to be able to use that software free, because there's a free trial. And while you're in your free trial stage, be able to make the searches without getting tripped up. So hold on, guys. We're going to get into tactical arbitrage, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use your tools, how to evaluate. Okay, hustlers. So here you can see we're inside of the software tactical arbitrage. That's the software that I use. And again, we got plenty of videos to teach you all about it. But I like this software for sourcing. And remember, I did a video where I sourced these shoes. There's actually a video with me unpacking them. So we'll put a link to that, because you really need to see the entire process. I love to be able to show the process, but everything is in front of you. You can move your columns around, and I like to have the things that are important to me right in front of me, like where am I sourcing, the sales rank, the 90-day sales rank, estimated monthly sales, what my price is going to be before tax, what the current buy box is at. That's not current right now. I would update this data to, if I wanted to get the most current. Okay, this is what my profit should be. So at a glance, you'll know whether or not you even want to fool with this. Look at, here's the column with your gross return on investment. Remember what we talked about? If you know that this is not in the range you want, you can keep right on moving. Your images, you can look from one to the other and see if you have a match. Sometimes you won't. So, and again, you scroll over and there's just plenty of data, but watch what happened. Okay. Once I sourced the product, I had it sent to me, I prepped it, I sent it into Amazon, and there it sat. Now, if we come into my software, inventory lab, and we got videos on that as well, you can see where the supplier, how many I had on hand, what I listed it at, and my cost with tax was a little bit more than 29 whatever. It was actually 33.94. Now, watch what happened. Okay, so 17 hours ago, on March the 8th, 2022, I sold those Crocs for $79.99. Okay, now what I want to show you is, if you don't have to have inventory lab, you don't have to have tactical arbitrage right out of the gate. Okay, you could have went to the website 6pm.com and you could have searched by hand. It would have taken you longer, but you can do it. So you don't have to jump into a lot of tools right away. And this Fulfillment by Amazon Revenue Calculator, this is a tool that comes available to you with an account. And here you can see, you would just put in what you sold them for. It cost me about 35 cents or so to get it into Amazon, somewhere thereabouts, if I recall correctly. And here's what I paid. And right here, you can see what the net profit is and what your margin is. Okay. 28.47, profit 35.59. Now look, I used the inside of the software we was talking about, Inventory Lab. I use a tool that they call Scout. And again, all you do is put the ASIN in the search box and look at, you can kind of see, you're going to put the cost of the product. You can see where you listed it at. You can see what your profit is, 28.83. It's going to vary a bit, right? It wasn't quite the same. They said 28.47 on Amazon's calculator. They're saying 28.83. and you're talking about an 84, you could round up to 85% return on investment. I like those, but that's not a deal breaker for me. And don't forget, what I love about this software, it shows what you're paying in storage. This sat in the warehouse for a while. What did I pay in storage for that? Okay, that's important. Okay, and another thing, I'm showing I sold it for $79.99. This may actually be selling for higher. Let's take a look. Let's just to see. We'd have to select the size. What size did we have? Here, let me go back. We had a size 4 toddler. Got a suppressed buy box. Somebody selling it for $79.86. That ain't bad though for a pair of shoes, you know. Clothing is a good category for newbies. A lot of times they're light. It's a necessity. People got to wear them, guys. So here's what you want to do at this point. If you made it this far, congratulations. Obviously, you at least have the attention span to try and learn something, how you can make money. This is good for you. Even if you're not going to do anything, just being aware is a wonderful thing. Going through life aware of opportunities, having options, that changes your experience. So keep that in mind. And on that note, if you need some help, won't cost you anything. Text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. Get connected with me and you can actually talk to me. It's not a robot. It's not a virtual assistant. It's me. If you have any questions, you can ask. Make sure you take advantage of the newbie sourcing guide. The link is down in the description. Again, that's going to help you, especially if you're a newbie, kind of put things right in front of you. We do have a couple of videos that really go into the 7 steps to evaluating whether or not you can make a profit with a product. I mean, there's just so much down in the description. Take advantage, guys. Oh, and don't forget, next week, I got my girl Karen. She coming back and we about to tear it up. We're doing a video. Get this. Listen, we're doing a video on the things they don't tell you about selling on Amazon using arbitrage. See, everybody want to tell you all the good stuff, right? Well, yeah, that way we can sell you our course, our coaching, or this, or that. There's 2 sides to every coin. And we're not afraid around here to tell you the not so good things. Why do we do this? Because you deserve to get the whole truth, not just the truth that supports my current agenda. You need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we gonna let it out. So make sure you show up next Friday for that. It's gonna be a blast. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.